Okay, everyone, it's time to put on your listening ears, thinking caps, and laughing shoes. It's time for the Doc and Amy Show, with your sweethearts of the airwaves, who agree to disagree sometimes. Take it away, Doc and Amy.
Do you feel blame?
No.
Feel image?
Oh, yeah.
Are you mad?
Uh-huh.
Do you feel like Wooster Bob's referendum? Get Fred.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. What kind of crap?
Oh boy, that cracks me up every time. There's nothing like a little Charles Manson to get your Sunday underway, is there?
I agree.
Oh yes. Welcome everyone. This is the Doc and Amy Show. It's 5 o'clock. It's time.
It's actually 5:01.
It's yes. It's time to abandon that pesky will to live because the Doc and Amy Show is on the air. We want to welcome Amy. Hello, darling.
Hi.
Hi.
Okay. You said we want to welcome Amy. Who's we? If you're welcoming
John.
Oh, John. Oh, okay.
Do you not see this man sitting in the room?
No, I
over
did.
here?
I didn't know you and John were a we. Excuse me. I'll just step back.
We used to be an Xbox. Now we're a we. Okay. And hello, John. How are you?
How's it going?
All right.
It's
We're doing
going
fine.
well.
Thank you. Good to see you again.
I think John's face got a little red when I said that.
Did it?
Maybe a
could
little
be.
bit. Maybe it's just sunburn or rosacea or something. I don't know.
Yes. Just a bit of a rash. It's okay.
Girls, if you're interested in dating John, call.
Okay, we'll open up that can of worms. Okay. Anyway, welcome to the Chatterbox Hour with Doc and Amy. We want to remind you that our call-in line is 227-1360. For those of you listening possibly in Louisiana.
And we had a couple people
Jesus.
say they wanted to call in this week. So we've talked to you personally. You said you wanted to call in, so do it. Go for it.
And I was trying to embellish what I was saying by saying the area code is 856 if you're out of the listening area. 856-227-1360. You can find us on the World Wide Web at thedocandamyshow.com. I have no idea what I'm doing. And there are various other ways to track us down, but those are the main ones. So we want to welcome you to this hour of frivolity. We have quite a few bizarre things cooked up for today. And what I guess I'm really excited about this today. I don't know why. But if you've been listening, both of you, into the two previous shows, John and Amy have had this ongoing contest amongst themselves. There are no prizes or points or anything, but it is two people, one quote. That's the name of the scenario. And what it is, Amy reads a quote and attributes it to a person or people. Reads it again, attributes it to another person or people, and John has to guess which one of those is the legitimate.
The real quote. One of them is made up.
Yes. And we've been having a lot of fun with that. So
yeah, this week they're a little weak. I don't know. He may very well beat me this week.
Well, this basically proves how creative you can be and how what's the word, deceptive, I guess.
This is the thing, though, and I just want to say this.
Oh, we have a thing, John. Back up.
No, because you can't be too creative, and that's what I've discovered. Because today I had one, and I thought of something really cool for it, but I'm like, he's going to know it's fake.
Right.
So you actually can't be that creative. You have to make it sound real.
Well, then I should do it. Never mind. Whatever.
Stop.
Okay, whatever.
You're too creative. You could never do this.
Wow.
No, you suggested one today. You were like, how about this? And I'm like, dude, he's going to know this isn't real.
But it was funny.
It was really funny,
hilarious.
but that's not the
You
point.
missed it, John. There was one moment of hilarity today that was
the point was,
it came and went.
he had some funny stuff going on today. You did. You came up with some funny things.
Well,
and I was only half listening. If I had been like actually listening to what you were saying, it probably would have been hilarious.
Yeah, well, that's over now. We're on the radio.
Yes.
So, what I'd like to do is introduce this bit.
We're going to do it now? Okay.
Yes, I've been looking forward to this all day.
Oh boy.
Well, whatever. So, this is two people, one quote. This is Amy's brainchild. It's been going swimmingly. So, it's even up now. The first week, Amy won. There are three. So I think she got, 2 out of 3 or 3 out of 3?
Something like that.
And then John made his comeback last week. He won the competition. So this week we're going to see.
Did he win last week? Did you win last week?
He did. It's
Last week I lost, I think.
He lost.
What was it, the
he
first
hasn't won.
I won the week before.
You won the
Okay.
week before.
Yeah.
What? Okay.
And that was Brett the other week before. So
The
we
one-
are
well,
evened
that was
up.
that was the inaugural episode of Two
Yes,
People One
it
Vote.
was.
So what we've been keeping track with John. We're trying to see what if it's trending
Yes.
here. So
Yes.
it's even up. So take it away, darling.
Here we
and
go.
see what happens.
Okay, quote, I'm not one icon, I'm every icon. Lady Gaga discussing her popularity in every asset of entertainment in Women's Wear Daily. I'm not one icon, I'm every icon. Seth Meyers as the colon in a spoof of reality TV series about emoticons on SNL.
So.
I'm going to go with Lady Gaga.
You are correct.
You're on a roll already, John. That's for those of you keeping score at home. That's John 1, Amy nothing.
But I would like to see a spoof on SNL as Seth Meyers
I'd like
as a
to-
colon. I would like to see Seth Meyers as a colon.
I'd like to
So
see
Seth Meyers, if you're listening, dude, I want to see you as a
instead
colon.
of just acting like a colon. Yeah, I'd like to see. I'd like to see anything humorous on Saturday Night Live.
Yeah, that would
actually.
be great. It'll be
step in the right
groundbreaking.
direction.
Okay.
Number 2.
Okay, this is a little bit long. So, when you add up the amount of dialogue you say per year and you realize you've said written words more than you've had a chance to say your own words, that becomes an insane option for a human being. Leah Remini on leaving Scientology because of hours-long modification sessions in which she had to repeatedly recite phrases from its creator, L. Ron Hubbard.
Wow, and they lived happily ever after.
Yeah.
Wow.
So when you add up the amount of dialogue you say per year and you realize you've said written words more than you've had a chance to say your own words, that becomes an insane option for a human being. Johnny Depp in regards to how many movies he has done in the last year to Woman's Day magazine.
What was the
Woman's
first choice
Day.
again?
Leah Remini.
Ramini from
Remini, sorry. I knew I was saying that wrong. That's why I paused for a minute.
Yes.
Leah Remini.
Whatever.
All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Johnny Depp.
You are right.
Oh, look at
already
that.
won 'cause I
John.
only have 3.
Oh, but we still have to play it out. We have to play it out. To
I
see.
knew they were weak this week. I gotta bring it up a notch next week.
This
man.
week. Okay,
Week this week.
let's try the third one.
Okay. Put that camera down. Beyonce telling a fan to put his camera down during a performance of Irreplaceable. Put that camera down. Stephen Colbert to Geraldo Rivera in regards to the recent waist-up nude shot he posted on Instagram. So Beyonce or Stephen Colbert?
I'm gonna say Beyonce.
It's a shutout this week.
Hat trick.
Oh!
You know that put that camera down. I think that could have been a collective remark from the people of New York to Mr. Wiener.
Yeah, I think you're right. We
Unhand
need
the
Mr.
phone.
Wiener in more than one way.
No more selfies. Hello. Well, it just goes to prove how how society has degraded when there's room in U.S. politics for a pervert named Wiener or Carlos Danger. Now he sounds like he ought to be out there, traveling around with what was it, Inspector Gadget or something.
Yeah, it was, as my youngest son will put it, I was owned this week by John.
Well,
was
so
right.
everyone, you can call in, send in, text in your congratulations to our own Silent John for sweeping this week's contest. That's 2-1. So not only did he get all 3 today, he prevails, beating Amy at her own game. Now we will see if this is an ongoing segment or not.
Ooh. Yeah, I told you I wasn't real happy with the quotes available this week. So.
Well, I had.
I went to a different site, and I can't say because then John could do some
Yeah, he could do. Yeah, he could.
some work ahead of the show.
Little recon.
Recon, that was the word I was looking for ahead of
okay.
time.
Well,
but
you're welcome,
I
then.
found a different site. and-
Well, I like. I have a quote from Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, okay.
Actually, it's a 2-stage quote.
Okay.
What he said and what he was thinking.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And he said, money doesn't make you happy. I now have $50 million, but I was just as happy when I had $48 million. What he was trying to say is, I like big bucks and I cannot lie.
And now he has half that because his wife is divorcing him. So
Divorcing. I thought they had done that already.
no, and then they were talking about getting back together, and nothing's really happening yet. I don't think. They're
Yeah.
kind of out there in space.
Yeah, when he was leaving, he said, "I'll be back," and she she kind of took him up on that, I guess. Okay,
Oh, my
well,
goodness.
now we've had that excitement. That's why I was really wanted to hear that today because I wanted to see just what the outcome
crushed
was.
me.
Well, stuff happens. We have every once in a while we do a few definitions. We kind of redefine the language because everybody else is.
Yeah, that's very true.
I have concluded that words that are pronounced backwards, inside out, and sideways, and totally incomprehensible will now be known as palindromes. So,
And also realities that are upside down, backwards, and inside out are palindromes, whatever.
okay,
I don't know.
Just ice the
It's an
cake.
altered reality.
I'll
in
set them
her
up and
mind.
you stomp them down. Thank
Yeah,
you very much.
there you go.
Well, anyway.
Anyway,
One thing that I did notice that I went to this website. Let's see. It's called something.
I don't think we should say that on air.
What?
That website you went to?
Not that one. The free one. No, it's Global Edition, I believe it's called.
Okay.
And it's kind of like The Onion, only.
Global? And it's
yeah,
not a vegetable?
It's global, yeah. It's,
Okay.
And you just peel back the layers, whatever.
Oh, jeez.
This one that caught my eye is that the U.S. State Department is working hard to campaign to remind everyone that Justin Bieber is Canadian.
Oh, yeah, he is
Yes.
Canadian, isn't he?
So, according to the byline here, Washington, D.C., hours after Justin Bieber's controversial comment in the Anne Frank House in Amsterdam, U.S. State Department has called for a special news conference in front of the White House in which Secretary of State John Kerry tried his hardest to make sure every single member of the U.S. and world press acknowledge that the teenage pop star is Canadian. The damage is done, and now we need to focus on what's really important here, and that is that this kid is Canadian and definitely not American. Yeah, so it goes on to say that he wants even those living in the deepest, darkest woods of Africa to know that this idiot is not American. So, I don't really think that's a problem because we have enough idiots of our own. He's really not hurting anything,
Yeah, well, the problem with Justin Bieber is that he does like stupid things, but they're just not stupid enough to be cool.
Right.
Like
I can pee in a mop
He could
bucket.
be like Amanda Bynes or Lindsay Lohan. Like he's just not good enough.
He pretty much is. He just doesn't, have the glandular effect. Anyway.
I mean, it would be like much cooler if Lindsay Lohan peed in a bucket. I don't know. It's just something. She's got that cool factor. But now she is out of rehab. So I'm really hoping she'll fall off the wagon and
Yes.
give me some. I mean, Amanda Bynes is locked up now in like a psychological facility.
So I wonder, did that bucket on the sides say Piso Mojado or whatever it says on the side of the
Hakuna Matata? What?
Piso Mojado or whatever it is when they put up the wet floor signs and.
No, it's oh my God.
I read one the other day. That's what it says. Well, you think I made that up? I don't know any Spanish.
Okay, sure, that's what it says.
Okay, bonjour, mon ami. Alrighty, here we go.
Bonjour, mon ami.
Well, one of the things we were talking about, we always talk about at the Doc and Amy Ranch, is the food that is consumed there. And one thing you'll learn, John, John's not married, you're not married, and you will learn that when you get married, you don't have to make decisions anymore. If you want, let's see, your 6 slices of bacon, there's going to be a compromise. You can have 3, okay? Or 2. Oh, see, I've there we go. Now I have something big to look forward to next weekend when I get my 1 day of bacon and 2 slices. But there's all kinds of things, and the one thing that really changed everything for me was the bread. Now, I like good old American white bread, Wonder Bread, the good old
The devil.
standby garden variety. You've seen them all, slice of white bread, man. That's where you can't make like a grilled cheese sandwich with anything but that. And
I agree. I
You
do
would
like
agree?
my grilled cheese on white bread.
But now
But besides that, you should eat wheat.
we're talking about fiber and grains and things like that, and fiber. I mean, we're talking about things like oatmeal. I have to have my oatmeal. I have to get fiber, and oats are so good for you. wouldn't there be 55-year-old horses out there running around somewhere? I don't even want to see a 55-year-old horse. I can imagine what that would look like. But then we get to the bread, and it is this moist particle board looking stuff.
It is not.
Oh, it is. It's she says I want. She wants it with the grain in it. It does have a grain in it, like the side of a dining table thing. It's got a grain. It's full of like pebbles and stuff. It's particle board. It's particle board, man.
You think beer is a grain?
Beer. That's the 4 food groups: rice, hops, water, and barley. You betcha. No, but this, I
Okay,
looked at
Sarah Palin.
I looked at my sandwich
You
today.
betcha?
I looked at my
You
sandwich.
betcha.
I like lettuce on my sandwich, and she snuck in spinach
No, I didn't.
in my particle board
Oh.
sandwich thing. Okay, spinach.
No, I didn't stick
No
spinach
lettuce.
in there. I would never do something like that.
So now I'm Popeye the Beaver. Okay,
Popeye the beaver.
and this is healthy. I don't
Oh,
know.
my
I mean, I was
gosh.
gonna years ago. I wanted to actually go to become a chef, to go to school for it. But my family's just not real hip, especially my grandpa. I told him, I'd tried a couple of things, and they didn't work out. And I told him, I said, I think I'm going to go back to school. And he said, what for? And I said, I think I'm going to study culinary arts. He said, what? Sit around all day, draw dirty pictures? That's a living?
Oh, that's so wrong.
So that didn't work out. So that's I had to get that off my chest, the food thing. I mean, I really know that this time next week I'm going to be going into withdrawal, craving a slice of white bread. So if you help me out, just when we come in, I'll distract her. You just sneak it under, beside the
Sounds
desk
good.
here or something. That I'd be forever in your debt. Because getting older is not easy, not for guys.
But what did I make last night for dinner?
I don't know. You identified it for me. What was it?
I made homemade chicken pot pies. I don't do it with the
Popeyes.
crust though. Pot pies.
Okay.
Pot pies. And it's a cream sauce with heavy cream and butter
And bacon.
chicken and carrots and onion and celery, which I snuck in that the kids didn't
And
notice.
fiber and grain.
And peas with heavy cream and butter
And Metamucil.
biscuits on top. It's awesome. It's so good.
She has a
It's
mortar and pestle.
totally not healthy.
Mortar and pestle. She grinds up Flintstone vitamins and pours that in there.
Yeah, needs it. That was really unhealthy. So it's not like we never eat anything fun.
Oh no,
That's why it's important that
it's always fun. We play Name That Food. Yeah. What is this? It's blue.
you're right. You should cook tonight. You should start cooking now.
I cook.
shouldn't
I
cook anymore.
cook.
When is the last time you cooked?
The last time.
The last time you can't even remember.
I'm getting old.
I know.
You don't understand what it's like for a guy to get
My
old.
walker won't fit in the kitchen. Whatever.
I'm at the point in my life that I've looked forward to since puberty, and that is that my ears and eyebrows are part of my haircut, and I can pee in Morse code. Hoop-de-doo. Whatever. Okay. I'll cook something for dinner. You're on.
Okay.
And it's going to have lots of bacon in it. The boys, the fellas are out there in the lobby. Are you listening, guys?
Yep, they just stood up and they're waving at the.
All right, they're jumping up and
dancing.
down. Are you good with bacon? Are we good with that? Yeah,
They're dancing.
I got 5 thumbs up, and
They're
there's 2
freaking
kids. I don't know
out.
whether they're
They're waving their
genetically
hands.
malformed. Okay, we're good. All right. So and pudding. It'll be like bacon,
and pudding.
Yes.
What are we, English?
We can
Don't they eat
be.
that?
We're speaking the language.
Don't they eat some kind of like pal stomach pudding or something?
I don't even want to think about what they eat. They have no teeth, so they have
Yeah,
to.
really, they have to eat
keep
something
it gentle.
soft.
So now you have some other. You want to do the news now?
Yeah, I love to do the news.
We are going to do the news then.
Okay, here we go.
All righty. Live from the WNJC News Desk, it's Sunday News with Amy. Take it away, Amy.
Hello.
Anticlimactic as always, darling. Thank you very much.
I have to do that every week now. Just to bust your
I know,
chops.
because it curves my spine.
Yeah, okay. There we go. So, apparently this week, they're a little bit behind the times, which of course they are. Everyone knows that a few weeks ago, Jenny McCarthy was named as the new host of The View, which is a morning talk show on ABC.
Which is a bunch of goofy chicks sitting around saying almost nothing for quite an extended period of time.
because chicks can never say anything intelligent Ever.
No.
They're always, if there's more than one woman in a room, they have to be goofy
No,
chicks.
I'm saying if it's all women, it's like turns into a Tupperware party.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
And nobody listens.
Now
and
you
nobody-
sound like Morse code.
Morse
Morse code.
That's my new superhero name, Morse code. You know. I'm very cryptic. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So anyway, 1 million moms, they actually started a petition on the internet asking The View to consider firing Jenny McCarthy. They don't want her on there.
That's a good move. Yeah.
Yeah, and they had two reasons. The first one is because apparently she missed Bible school twice in the 4th grade because of a supposed coma that she was in, which apparently they don't think is a good excuse.
But she came, and after 3 days, she rose from the coma. And
Yeah, exactly.
They
She
moved her up a
rose from
grade.
the
Yeah.
coma.
whatever.
And also because of her well-known anti-immunization or vaccine stance that
Oh, yeah.
she has. She
Yeah.
believes it causes autism. And 1 million moms, they insist that her stance on immunization is going to affect other people, and it's going to start a chicken apocalypse.
Oh God.
They said it, not me. There is really a petition out there from 1 million moms. Mhm.
Yeah, it's
And by the way, did you know 1 million moms, the last time I checked, only had 56,000 members?
That's because chicks can't do math.
Oh, MG.
Save me, John. Cover me.
You know what? These people are complete morons.
You
though,
okay?
so they
Amy
deserve
has a
that.
degree in international finance. That I obviously said that in jest. So.
I'm at least, at a bare minimum, not stupid.
Okay, she said it.
He's just so sweet to me.
Well, I'll agree with that.
Thank you.
At a
Very
bare
nice
minimum.
of you. Oh, jeez. You're definitely cooking dinner
I'm a
tonight.
dead man. Yeah,
You're
if I survive.
definitely
yes.
cooking dinner. There's no doubt about it.
I don't need. You can claw my eyes out. We're on radio.
There
What
we
do I
go.
need to see?
Yeah, exactly. There we go. So anyway, another story I have, and this, I just had to bring this up.
All right. Well, we're on the edge of our seats.
Because, about a month ago, we heard the endless stories, thank God they're gone, about Paula Dean saying the N-word.
Ah, yes.
Of course, it's not a nice word to say. We all know that. But we also know that as human beings, we've all said stupid things in anger, in a bad situation, okay? So, then we now hear about the Eagles player who was recorded, the video was released of him saying the same word, okay? All hell's breaking loose about this. He's
That's,
had to
the
apologize
H
for
word.
these statements. He's, gotten fined. The world's ending because he said this. Again, not a nice word to say. It's inappropriate. It's mean. And it's mean-hearted.
It's
and
mentioned
I
nowhere
agree.
in the First Amendment.
No, and I understand that he shouldn't have said it, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not saying it's okay, but we're acting like the world is ending. So here, we're talking about a chef and an Eagles football player. And no offense to them, but in the big
They
scheme
don't
of things,
shape world
they
politics
do
and
not
policy.
matter at all. I'm sorry to all you Eagles fans out there, but football,
you just
when it
step
comes
off in it.
down to it, okay, it does not
Global policy
matter.
is not
if
formed
football
by,
were to, explode in every manner known to man,
Cease to exist.
cease to exist, it wouldn't. The world would continue going on,
Yes.
and the earth would continue to spin, and yes, you would continue to breathe and have a pulse. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So, however,
You have an opinion on this?
okay, there is a congressman, Charlie Rangel,
Oh yeah, I heard about
from
this.
New York, who said the following: the Tea Party, defeat them the same way segregation was beaten. Okay? This is his quote. It is the same group we faced in the South with those white crackers and the dogs and the police. They didn't care about how they looked. It was just fierce indifference to human life.
You said
I said crackers, and I didn't mean Ritz. Okay? So I found this story buried on MSN.
right.
It was buried. It was not a big deal. Okay, so apparently, this is not a story. That he said this, and
Yeah, it's not significant because he just said it in Congress and it was written in the congressional record or something, and it doesn't make any difference.
Exactly.
Right.
Cracker ass, cracker.
Was that him? Actually, was
Yeah, that was him. He played the snippet of it. So, I just think it's this is a comedy show. It's supposed to be
lighthearted and not controversial.
Yeah, it's supposed to be lighthearted and controversial, and and
so we
know,
won't use the C word anymore.
We know
Chris Rock.
that crackers are the only ones who are violent because there's nobody in Somalia who's plowing down and killing their own people on a daily basis and raping and murdering them and stealing from them and slaughtering them like farm animals. That's not happening.
This is
right
getting
now.
pretty serious for a comedy show. Actually, you're starting to bring
I
me
just have to
down.
bring
here.
that up. So all I have to say
I'm
is
all
I'm a
depressed now.
pacifist. You know what?
You're
And
a
I'm
pacifist.
And
You
I'm
were
a mom.
She had me by the throat.
And anyone who's listening, play nice. Don't call each other mean names.
Yeah.
Be fair.
Don't be a B word.
It doesn't matter what color our skin is. If you want to say a bad word, I'm not going to fine you. I'm not going to make you apologize. I'm putting you on the naughty chair. And that's it.
There you go.
Just be nice to one another.
That's
because we all do stupid things.
Abraham Lincoln's still sitting there. I don't know what
Yeah.
he said.
No matter what our color is, we all say and do stupid things. You start pointing the finger, I don't have to call you out on that one. And yes, Charlie Rangel, you've been owned.
Yes.
Have a great day.
Charlie. Okay. Well, that was my God. That was a 4-minute tirade, right there.
Was it?
Yes.
And I was laughing the
Nothing
whole time.
necessarily to be proud of, but yeah. Woof. Man, I didn't even feel safe over here.
No?
You
How
were-
come?
well,
I'll
you
put
were-
you on the naughty chair.
You were getting all the veins are sticking out on your forehead and things. Jeez.
Thanks. You're
so-
still cooking dinner.
So is there? No, we've got.
I have a tweet. No, you were asking me if there's something else.
But I was also saying something else.
Oh,
at the
go
time.
ahead, you go ahead.
I just want to let people know that here in just a few minutes we're going to be making contact with a new friend of the show. And
Please still our friend.
yeah, after this, it's going to be dialed on. But stay tuned for that. And certainly you can call us at 856-227-1360. We are here in the Philly area. We'd love to hear from anybody that can hear our voices on WNJC Radio or on the World Wide Web. So certainly feel free to call in. Now, please.
This is hilarious.
Okay.
I think this is. I have a tweet of the week.
Okay.
This is really funny. So it's by
Now, we were going to call this Twit of the Week.
Tweet of the week.
Twit of the Week. It's a tweet by some twit.
She's really not a twit. She's actually very smart, but we can still call it tweet of the week.
Well, I think it's twit-like.
This is very
Yes.
sassy and
Twittish.
observant and very cool.
Okay.
So this tweet is by Diablo Cody, and I knew I had heard the name. She's actually a screenwriter and producer. I knew that name
And a stripper.
and a very cool name. I love that name.
Diablo Cody.
I think that's a cool name.
People who have run out of names to choose should not reproduce.
I like that name. I think it's cool.
Moon Unit.
Moon
Okay,
Unit,
whatever.
yeah.
Go ahead. Anyway,
Okay.
let's talk to this
So this
twit.
is what she says.
Yes.
Okay. Tweet, quote. I don't. Do you put a quote around
Queet.
tweets?
It's a
I don't
queet.
know. It's a queet. Oh, now don't mess up that.
Yes, I
That's-
know.
Okay. Okay. Quote. Brooke Shields and Elizabeth Hurley are the same age as Gene Stapleton in the first season of All in the Family.
Ouch.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
Woof.
Songs that made the hit parade.
Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days.
Yes, those were. You know what?
I had to play that.
Now, I have an admission to make here,
Yeah.
and you probably don't know this about me. I spent my own money as a kid, probably 12, 13 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and I bought the 45 record version
really?
of this song. Yes, on the other side, it was
Yeah.
Carol O'Connor actually wrote that, I believe.
Oh,
And there was
really?
one on the flip side was another All in the Family related tune on the B side. So I owned that song I spent my money on that 45 and played it all the time.
I don't know. Like only reruns played when I was a kid, but it's such a unique reminder of when I was a kid, and I just
And when
I
you could
love
say
this.
what you wanted to say. And, you know,
I love this tweet. I just think Brooke Shields is as old as Jean Stapleton is, and if you look at Jean Stapleton,
She looks just like Brooke Shields does now.
she looked like she was like 80 years old to me when I was a kid in the
I
show,
know,
and
yeah.
she's totally not.
And
It's just
Carol O'Connor looks exactly like I do now. Now, we have, I want to set the proper tone here. We have on the line here a new friend of the show. He is a comic musician. He's done some work in his early years, from way back when he was 15, had a comedy troupe, and he's done all kinds of cool things. His name is Matt Roach, not to be confused with the swing drummer Max Roach, who is dead. So this is Matt Roach. Are you there, Matt? How you doing?
Yes, I'm not dead.
Hey, he is not dead. He is still not dead.
do people often confuse you with the swing drummer Max Roach?
Please say
I don't
yes.
think confuse me as being dead, which is odd. To get Max Roach.
What was that?
Max Roach or Hal Roach get a lot, too, the old director who's long dead.
Yeah, Howard. Yes, he did. What was he do? Smokey and the Bandit, I think. Was it one of his?
Yeah, I think it's Hal Needman.
Oh yeah, that's Needham. Yeah.
Oh wow,
Awful about that.
6 degrees of Matt Roach. Right
6
here.
degrees of indigestion, yes. Well, welcome to the Doc and Amy show. We wanted to, now I tried to give a brief description, but if you would, give us a brief bio. Tell us all about you.
Sure, no problem. Well, right now I'm a singer-songwriter type guy, touring around, released my 6th last year, and I started in sketch comedy when I was 15 years old, and did a bunch of sketches for 8 years, wrote them and directed them, and then got tired of that, started playing comedy songs along with the sketches, and then after that ended, I just went on and combined some normal songs with some comedy songs, so now I have over 500 original songs.
Oh,
that
my
I kind of
goodness.
pick and choose from, that comedy and, regular, normal, whatever it is.
Well, normal is kind of left to the objective viewpoint, but
Normal has left the building.
and I know that feeling. Yeah, I was listening to your prowess on the ukulele earlier today. I kind of
Oh yeah,
yes.
yeah. I have a few ukuleles. So new instrument I discovered a few, maybe about 6 or 7 months ago. I discovered a new instrument that they play every in a while. And last year's instrument was 6 months or so to find something new to learn.
Right. Well, now you're breaking up a little bit. You're right on the cusp of breaking up. So we're going to listen a little harder. But I wanted to let you know kind of that your signal isn't perfect there. So if I ask you to repeat yourself, it's not because I'm old and deaf. It's
No problem.
That's not the primary reason.
You're in a tunnel somewhere. You found the far. So.
well. I did look at some of your works as well, like the Christmas music and so forth. What was the one Amy and I auditioned one of your songs early, and there was a Christmas.
Oh yeah, we can't talk about that on the air. The candy cane one.
Yes, Santa.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That's
That's.
one.
I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
funny, but we're definitely not going to play that on the air, especially with my kids in the lobby.
We'll all get arrested.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm actually in the process of recording a new Christmas CD. I was in the studio recording today, and I've been in there, and it's going to be interesting. It's going to be a combination of, like most of my albums, of the normal stuff and the funny stuff. That song that you mentioned is going to be on there, so it won't be played, but it'll be on there.
Yes, right. Well, I'm in the process of putting together a compilation of all of my best stuff. It's going to be an outgoing answering machine message. So
great.
look forward to that. So what kind of things do you have coming up? What can we look forward to?
Well, right now I'm recording right this second. I'm finishing up.
You're recording this?
for that-
God help you. I'm sorry. Go
I
ahead.
released the CD on my 40th birthday on February 19, 2012, and I did about 75 shows after that,
Wow.
supporting that CD. And so that's just winding down now. I got a few more shows lined up, and I got shows coming up in Delaware and Maryland, and the second Saturday thing down in Port Richmond and stuff. So I got a few more lined up for that, and then I'll be doing my annual Christmas shows coming up in December.
Oh, good. Excellent. Well, I'm going to be in Delaware doing a show also on the second Saturday of next month, I guess it is. And, maybe we'll bump into each
Yeah,
other.
Delaware's good. It's a
I mean,
Yeah.
Delaware.
state, but it holds a lot of musicians.
Yeah, it's not like Rhode Island, but it was first. So,
That's right.
I guess I just have kind of a generic kind of question here. You've probably gotten before. Well, what kind of are you normally? Do you go on with comics? Do you have your own? Do you ever do your own kind of one man show kind of thing? What's the general?
Yeah, I'm like a one man guy. I usually perform solo, and on the albums I play all the instruments myself and stuff. I'm very socially antisocial.
I see. Yes.
I'm the most extroverted introvert there is. So I think the wrong business. But usually on the shows that I do, I play solo, and it's usually easier. I know I'll show up and I'll be sober.
He's kind of an agora fanatic, I guess. Instead of
like
agoraphobic.
me.
Yeah. We should. We have John in the studio here, and we had to kind of get Amy geared up for that because there were other people around. But no, she's she's.
I'm not that bad.
No, she's just we're kind of homebodies, I guess.
We are.
Yeah, it's good. It's nice to just I like it because I'm on the phone now. I'm even safe here. I'm just by myself, even talking to you guys. So
Yeah.
it's just I'm separated from the world.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm with you on that.
my phone service does that to me a lot.
Yeah, I can't hardly hear anything. So why bother talking to anybody?
Yeah,
What's the matter?
Well, we do have that Morse code thing to fall back on. We mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Morse code, Da Vinci code, some code.
Yeah, Da Vinci Code. Yeah. It's, so what's the next event for you? Where could we find you out there?
Next, I'm actually going to be down in Port Richmond next weekend for a second Saturday show, and then I'll be up in Mayfair sometime in August. Just keep wandering around Mayfair until you find me. Sometime in August, I'm playing in Mayfair, and then I got those shows coming up in October in Baltimore and Maryland, and I'm probably going to be doing a show in New York too, just to finish up this little tour, and then that'll be it. And then December, it'll be a bunch of Christmas shows, all Christmas shows. It'll be the 9th year I'm doing those shows. So.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome. Well, that also sounds like you're a busy guy, and we did enjoy. We were kind of limited on time today, but we did sample some things that we certainly enjoyed. And I think, as we discussed, you'll be coming in studio maybe to grace us with your presence as well next month. Hello.
Hello? Yes? Turn my radio down. Yeah, I'm here.
Most people are turning it off right about now when I start speaking.
Yeah, pretty much. I think.
Yes, both our listeners kind of come and go. We will be putting your appearance on our website here. We'll see you next month here. I think it's the 22nd or something like that we talked about.
Yeah, right, exactly. September 22nd there, and you can check mattroachmusic.com for all my shows, and I'll be advertising the radio show there, too.
Awesome.
He's psychic. I was just going to ask him if he had a website that we could propagate.
There you go.
Yeah, there you go. Shameless self-promotion. That's what we do here, by golly.
Yep.
That's what the Doc and Amy Show is all about. It's certainly a pleasure talking. If you want to hang around here on the phone, we can jump in here. You're certainly welcome. We want to cover a little more ground. And talk about some other things that really don't make a whole lot of sense here, but you're certainly welcome to hang with us if you want.
Sure, why not? I'll listen to whatever I can hear.
Okay, well, we'll cross our fingers that the
You
signal
sound like
stays
my
strong.
children.
Yeah. No, they'll listen to whatever they want. They're very selective. Just hang on there, and maybe we can, if you find input that you want to share with us, certainly go ahead. So I had a few things though that I did look at. These are facts, and John, Matt, and Amy that I was looking at today. I didn't really know this about most of these things. It's very odd. The first one was that Gmail was originally a service of Garfield.com. It was a means for all the Garfield fanatics to communicate. And
That's
it was
why
bought.
it smelled like lasagna.
Yes, thank you very much. It was bought by Google.
Certainly a way to communicate.
Yes, and it became very big very fast because the way Garfield did. That was an interesting little tidbit.
That's pretty cool. I never knew that.
Did you know that, Matt?
No, I did not know that. I try to keep my Garfield knowledge to a bare minimum at all times.
Well, Jim Davis, who just a few miles from where I grew up and lived until a few years ago, was from the Muncie area, and of course he's not with us any longer. They continue to draw. He still has his staff artists. They're still doing the strip and all of that, as I last heard. But it was right there in Muncie, right down the road from my house.
That's pretty cool. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
one of my friends was one of his colorists. So,
Oh.
and the guy was the guy was an amazing artist. He illustrated a biology textbook, a college biology textbook, in his junior year of high school.
Wow.
Barfield.
Now he's coloring a cat. My, how strange things happen. Here's another one. Christopher Walken. We all know him.
I love Christopher Walken.
He's something, and he just wants more cowbell, really.
Yeah.
But in his youth, he was 15. Now, here's one for you, John. Guess what? Christopher Walken's one of his jobs was when he was 15.
What's that?
He was a lion tamer.
Yeah?
Yeah, he ran off and he was working for this little carnival circus kind of sideshow thing, and he stepped in as the lion tamer at 15.
Wow.
And basically,
Hey, lion, stop roaring.
Hey, lion. Yeah.
We
you
gotta
smell
take that
bad.
off.
I don't know. I'm going to weird you out now. Okay. No, he's that's what he did. I think he went in there and just weirded the lion out. And the lion just backed away.
Talked him down.
Yeah, it's like, this guy's crazy.
Sounding great, but I could have used a little more cowbell.
The last time I checked, we don't have a whole lot of songs that feature the cowbell.
How do you find these things in like a second?
I love that skit. Doc, a couple years ago, actually gave me a real cowbell, like the instrument cowbell, for my birthday.
No, actually, I wrestled a cow to the ground. And
I
took it. Yeah.
love that skit. The first time and SNL is not funny.
No.
That is hilarious. Like every time,
that's
it
a
cracks
classic.
me up.
That's a classic.
classic.
Yeah, that's it's not their usual current type of output. Here's another one. Now here's part of our trivia quiz for today. Tom Hanks is a third cousin, 4 generations removed from who? Anybody with a guess?
I know, so I can't.
Oh yeah, that's right. I told you. Matt, you got a guess on that one? Tom Hanks?
Gary Sinise is always hanging around them, but probably not.
There's only 6 degrees of separation here, not all those generations. No, he's related to Abraham Lincoln. And I'm related to Benjamin Harrison, so we both have that little tidbit in common.
You know what? I'm related to my grandma.
We take a
pretty
break.
good.
will ya?
How cool is that?
Oh my.
Yeah, she was Bonnie of Bonnie and Clyde, but whatever. Actually, I'm related to Billy the Kid as well.
Really?
Yes. So anyway, his William.
That's something to be proud of.
Yes. Woody Harrelson's dad is famous for something not so awfully long ago. John, any guesses what Woody Harrelson's dad did for his claim to fame?
I have no idea.
He assassinated a federal judge. So there you go. Woody Harrelson's dad's an assassin. Okay.
Got to stay busy.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. I mean,
Make your mark, as Disney would say.
exactly. You know,
Literally, he made a mark in the guy's head.
he
Yeah,
did.
exactly.
Yeah. Now it looks like Lincoln's head. Yeah, it was Judge John Wood Jr. I guess they had a little tiff or something. And,
Wow.
Yeah. Now here is the best one. This is the one that really I thought was most intriguing. Do we all know who Dolph Lundgren is? Dolph Lundgren?
Sure.
Yes.
From the
Drago.
Rocky movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the big Russian guy.
Yeah.
He actually has a master's in chemical engineering and was offered a Fulbright scholarship.
That's
I
crazy.
knew that.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, I knew
that's-
that. I knew he was a smart guy.
Yeah, that's the one for
I
Matt
knew
right
that
there.
he was like a chemist or something like that.
Yeah.
That explains universal soldier, I think.
Yes, yes, right. Yes, he whatever he concocted and drank, boom, there you go. I don't know who. Now, I think you.
I knew this. Yeah.
Danica McKellar.
Oh, I thought it was the next one you're going to read. Okay.
Is that the Wonder Years girl?
That's
the
I'm
Winnie-
curious. I
who
thought
that
that
is?
was her.
Yeah.
Or something like that?
Yeah.
Yeah. She is a mathematician, and she has a theorem named after her.
Wow.
Yeah, that's pretty slick right there. I mean, I
don't have that.
I don't. That's and it's not on my bucket list either because I know how adept I am at math and I can't see that happening. But that was pretty interesting. I just happened onto some tidbits there today.
Oh, you didn't read the last one.
The last one.
The one about Kesha.
I don't think.
Yeah,
Oh,
you did.
I don't think I took the time to write that down. Actually.
Yeah, Kesha is a singer. She's a little bit loony.
With a dollar
I
sign in her
really
name.
like her a lot. And she's actually has a 140 IQ, which isn't that impressive. But she got a 1500 on her SATs.
For Kesha, it is.
Yeah, and then
She can't even spell. So whatever. I mean, you put.
She put symbols in her name.
Yeah, I know. But she thinks she's Prince.
Phones. Drop top and playing our favorite CDs. Pulling up to the parties. Trying to get a little bit tipsy.
That's what 1,500 on your SATs will get you, people. Right there.
Good. That's 100. That's 140 well spent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's smart though. She created a persona that she's this dingbat and she's making boatloads of money. She could have just had one
Gene
album.
Mansfield
and gone
did the
away.
same thing.
She could have had one album and gone away.
Yeah.
She says she drinks her own urine. She's full of crap. She doesn't.
No,
do
she's
any
full of
that.
urine.
No, she doesn't do that. She's smart, is what she is. She's going to put out a couple albums and then live off the millions for the rest of her life. Smart girl.
I paid a guy $15
Maybe
to
she's
take
smart
my
because she
SAT.
drinks her own urine.
That could be. She's recycling those brain cells that are washing away. Hey, who knows? I'm not.
Might have to ask Dolph Lundgren or Winnie. They probably know better, but
Yeah, good old Winnie.
Winnie, yes. I saw a thing today that who was it? Named his daughter Winnie. I know that was that's just kind of a Winifred or whatever, but Winnie. I think that was the name.
Oh yeah. Who was that?
I don't remember. I don't think it's
That guy that everybody says is good looking, but he looks like an accountant. Like what is his name?
So that okay.
No,
So
I don't mean that accountants aren't good looking, but he's very plain looking.
see, I
What
made
is
a-
that guy's name? I can't remember.
I made a comment about accountants on an early show here, and I took a great deal of grief for it because your sister and brother-in-law are both accountants.
Yeah, I didn't mean it like that.
Oh
And
no,
they're-
you're in
they're
trouble.
attractive
No,
people,
you
so
are.
I
No, you
didn't
can't
mean
take
it
it back.
like
No,
that.
no. She's.
Oh no, it was Jimmy
she's-
Fallon. It wasn't
Jimmy
who I was
Fallon.
thinking of. It was Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah, he kind of looks like an accountant. Okay,
whatever.
pencil neck kind of. Anyway, so anyway, that was one of my offerings. I just every once in a while I find some things that are just, they just catch my eye, know, and I just have to. It's one of those proclivities of mine. So I apologize for that. But if you learned anything, well, good on you. So now, do you have any other?
Yeah, I actually have a new product
Bail me
that's
out.
out. A couple weeks ago we talked about the new one, My Little Homie.
Yeah, yeah,
know,
that's
That was a hit. So
That
so
was
we
a hit
have
in our
we have a
neighborhood.
new one, and it's from the makers of Hot Wheels. And here it goes. Is your child an aspiring drug smuggler? Then Hot Wheels is the perfect gift. A 1 to 10 scale car that includes all real car parts. The object is to disassemble the car, hide your stash, and reassemble it so that the cops can't find it. You can even buy accessories like Ponch and John for a lifelike shakedown, Dimebag Denise, the perfect smuggler's girlfriend, or Snoop Dogg for an urban feel. Weed not included.
well, there you go. The perfect Christmas gift.
And actually, that would probably sell.
That would go in my
That's
neighborhood.
what's sad.
Yeah, my old neighborhood. That would be perfect.
And next week,
sounds like some kind of demented wacky packages. Where that's from.
would not surprise
Wacky
me.
packages.
Wacky packages.
I don't know if I want to continue along that line. But demented wacky is that a real product, Matt? Is that
Wacky packages? No.
Wacky packages? Yeah, they're from like the 70s and 80s. There were stickers that did parodies and all the products and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Exactly, kind of a Mad Magazine take on reality.
That wasn't a parody. It's real.
Yes, it's absolutely real.
And next week we're going to have Crack Mule. So
yeah, the crack. Yes,
the Crack
right.
Mule. Perfect.
Which is an accessory to My Little Pony, I guess.
My
maybe.
Little Homie.
Yeah. Oh, that's right, My Little Homie. It's not Pony anymore. No, we are going to do a musical spoof. We're
Yeah, but
working
don't
on
say
that.
the name of it. It's a secret.
I won't. But it's.
I do have to work on that. It's very funny.
It's something we wrote one night after copious amounts of vodka and
I wouldn't
very
say
little else to do.
copious.
It was profound.
No, it
Yes.
wasn't that much. I just had a couple drinks. I don't drink like that. But anyway.
I wasn't talking about you exclusively.
No, it's funny.
Now, Matt, do you ever find that there are things that come into your brain? I mean, do you ever imbibe it at all? And then maybe do you imbibe at all? I guess I should stop there and ask. Are you?
Are there things? I'm sorry, I caught like 3/4 of that. Is there things that I?
You probably caught
something
that.
at all. What's
Like,
the middle part?
did you ever have it?
Do you are you a drinking man? Do you imbibe? Do you partake in libations and then maybe write something?
No. That would be dangerous for everybody involved. I think I got
dangerous.
enough problems without drinks. So
I see.
no,
Okay.
I never do. I never drink, and that's probably good. I think if I drank too much, I'd be like Carl from Sling Blade. I'd be walking around like, the whole time.
No, I do not.
Alcohol's
One
a big
thing I
hazard,
do not
I-
like doing is drinking too much. I hate that feeling. But like a drink or two, it relaxes me and my mind can just work better.
In theory, I agree with you. I just
Yeah, I
haven't
don't like
found that
drinking a
too
lot.
much.
I have once or twice, and that was enough for me, man. I wish I could teach every like teenager and early 20s person that you don't need to overdrink.
The secret is don't eat anything that you don't want to vomit.
Ugh,
Right? I mean, popcorn's bad. You know.
popcorn, ouch.
Yeah, you have to be logical. about it.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah,
You can always go Kesha's route and just drink your own urine.
Exactly.
That would be
There you
one way
go.
to go.
Well, I've said after 6 years in the Navy, there were some times I can remember that would probably there would be a generous buzz in that, probably all by itself.
Oh, that's great. That's
Well,
super great.
we celebrated the Navy's 200th anniversary, and they gave away steaks and beer all day long. And I was checking on to the base. That was my first day there. I was going around, having my orders in my hand, going around to the different areas, getting things signed off into, the barracks and, getting, my books for the school and checking in here, checking in there. And every time I walked across the courtyard, there was another free beer that I went and got. And every other time, one of these little steaks. And they were pretty good. So by the time I actually got everything signed off and went back to personnel, to hand over my sign-in packet, I had to crawl up to the desk.
Probably would have been worse for me because I don't eat meat, so I would have just been drinking the beer.
Right, but maybe if they were giving away those plywood sandwiches, you'd have been.
Oh, police!
Anyway, now, do you have any other products? I was at the last one.
No, I don't have products,
Oh,
but I
okay.
do have a little snippet.
Oh, we've got a snippet.
Yeah, this was a funny story. So apparently they're...
Hang in there, Matt.
Oh, jeez. No, there's this Dutch zoo, and apparently the biologist in charge of the animals, and his name is Wijbren Landman. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I know him.
Why are you laughing? He's laughing at me. Did I say it?
Wijbren? He's named after a sneeze.
I think his mom named him after she had a couple drinks.
Yeah,
But anyway.
it's spelled exactly like Kisha, but Wijbren. Okay.
That's what it looks like. But anyway, so on Monday, it started last Monday. Apparently, there's 100 baboons that spent 5 days like cowering in the trees, refusing to eat. Like they have no idea what caused this, and they said it could have been like a couple things, like an earthquake that maybe we didn't feel that they felt, escaped snakes, aliens, or thunder. That's what they're thinking. But apparently, a few days later, this kid, Jakar Nordgren, he admitted that he actually caused it, and he showed the chimps a Photoshop picture of Michael Jackson and Hillary Clinton kissing.
Okay.
And that's why these baboons freaked out like
And
this.
then he shook Preparation H at them,
I really think I would have preferred the alien theory.
The alien theory.
If that had been true.
Well, it's kind of alien-y if you think about Michael
Yeah,
Jackson.
it really is.
There's an alien side to it.
Yeah, I'm sorry he's gone too. I mean, it is cool that we can still make fun of him, but
Yeah, sure.
And it was, unlike Lincoln and Kennedy, it was never too soon.
no, it was never too soon.
Absolutely. The
No,
guys-
I remember when he died, and it was like the next day people were coming up with
nobody ever stopped.
jokes
Yeah, it was,
about him, and you know.
Yeah, there was
Because
no.
he was so normal before he died.
Yeah, there was no moratorium on Michael Jackson jokes. It was
No,
like from
it
the time.
wasn't.
Yeah, I mean, from the time he was like 5 and singing, in super falsetto or whatever that was that only
Well,
dogs
he was
could hear.
so cute when he was little.
Yeah, and when he grew up, he was just stucco man. Oh, here we go.
Ass cracker.
Okay, thank you very much.
That's what he became. I love that.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know. You're just quick on the draw over there, by golly.
I am now that I got my thing going here.
She's got a groove back.
John
everybody.
owned me on the quotes, so I got to do something
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
I knew it. What did I say to you? I said this week he's going to get me on the quotes.
Yeah.
I knew what was going to happen.
Well, in the I just found this. I don't know if it's even going to work. In the vein of the cracker debacle and things like that, I'm going to go the other way here.
Okay.
And declare next month WASP History Month.
WASP History Month.
Yes, we're gonna, and you know there'll be movies, you know, like Guess Who's Coming to Denver, and then on the other side of the street, Caucasian in the Sun. You know,
Caucasian in the Sun.
I don't know. That's
oh my god!
I'm just thinking we could just kind of find middle ground there, maybe in some manner that way. I don't know.
That's what it's all about, man.
That just kind of fell out of a wrinkle in my brain. I apologize.
It's about just chill out, people.
Yeah, it's can we all just get along?
There's very few people in this world who are perfect. You can't be like me. So just I'm so not perfect.
All right, Matt.
Dude, just chill out.
It was we are on the in the home stretch of the Doc and Amy show.
We are.
Again, we welcome everyone that we can speak to. Matt, it was a pleasure.
Yes, thank you very much.
Certainly, and it was, we're looking forward to having you in here live. Maybe and you'll get some.
Maybe we could hear each other better when I'm actually there.
Probably.
Something neurologically wrong with both of us.
Well, it's neurological it would be being kind. What we're going to do also, and your website one more time for us.
www.mattroachmusic.com. Spelled ROACH, unfortunately.
Yes, well, Max Roach made the best of it as well. So I enjoyed what I listened to today. Thank you very much. We're going to play a quick cut from our friend Todd Chappelle. I think you just had that up there, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I wanted to just do one more quick story, and I thought we could play that when we leave. We could sign off and play that.
I have no. I'm
okay?
supposed to be driving this bus. I have no clue what's going on.
You're not a very good bus driver.
Well, we have you have 4 minutes. To
okay, great. I'll do it in 2. So I read this story, and this is the headline.
Okay.
2 PA children are banned for life from talking about fracking.
Yes. Okay.
Now, how many times has that happened to you?
Well, my ex had such a digestive problem, our love life, I called it fracking. But that goes a little
wrong.
deeper, whatever. Go ahead.
So it just brings so many things to mind. I just thought it was funny. But apparently, really what the story is about is that, and this is the odd thing, it's a gag order about talking about fracking. So that just makes my mind turn even more. But anyway, apparently this family, they all got, it's really sad actually, they got really sick. I'm laughing, it's horrible.
Sounds sad.
Because they were...
She's so compassionate.
With the frackage that was going on.
The frackage.
Yeah. And, what the frackers did to them. And,
well, and the whole family was affected. Mother fracker.
Yeah, they got to set him a father fracker.
Yeah.
They got to, it's like that comedy thing with the one line. What is it called? The whatever we watch, all the different comedians say the one line.
Whose line is it anyway?
No, all the comedians.
Aristocrats?
Thank you. Yes.
Aristocrats. Yes, thank you. Okay.
The aristocrats.
I wasn't. Yes, I was caught not listening again, Matt. Thanks for jumping in there.
Anyway, all right, that's enough of that. So, thank you, Matt. We're going to play.
Yes, we're going to.
That was a fracking great story.
Yeah, thank you.
Well,
I try.
Well, we end up pretty much fracked at the end of the show anyway. So thank you, Matt. We're going to kind of wander off here. We're going to play as our sign off a little bit of Todd Chappelle and one of our favorite songs that he played while he was here. We want to thank both of our listeners and Matt for playing along today. Again, you can catch us www.thedocandamyshow.com, and we are going to grace you now with Todd Chappelle and his major work, Beige. Thanks for listening.
It doesn't make me happy, it doesn't make me sad, it don't upset me or make me mad, it's beige. Talking about beige. It's not quite tan, it's not quite brown, it doesn't make me smile, but it doesn't make me frown, it's beige. Talking about beige. It's the color definition of bland. It makes me feel as neutral as Switzerland. It's kind of boring, I must confess. It's less exciting than a game of chess. It's beige. Talking about beige, oh yeah.
You've been listening to the Doc and Amy Show, heard right here on WNJC 1360 AM every Sunday at 5 p.m. You can follow them on Twitter at Doc and Amy Show, and you can visit the show website, thedocandamyshow.com. Thanks for playing along, and we'll see you next week.